Good day, students. Today we will going to continue our lesson about solving routine and non-routine problems involving area of a composite figures formed by any two of the following: triangle, square, rectangle, and circle. And yesterday we discussed how to find the area of composite figure involving rectangle and circle. And for today's lesson, we will going to discuss how to find the area of a composite figure involving triangle, rectangle, and square. Now I have here a video. Let us watch carefully.
Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to find the area of composite figures involving triangles. And we have two examples that we're going to go through together in order to get this down. Now, before we start, I want to mention that we're going to separate these figures into simpler shapes. So we're going to break them down into simpler shapes that we know how to find the area of, combine those areas to get the total area of these composite figures. So let's jump right into number one here, where we have something that kind of looks like the outline of a house. So the first thing we need to do, again, is separate into simpler shapes. So I'm going to cut this shape right here. And I'm going to label the top triangle A and the bottom rectangle here B. So we know how to find the area of a triangle and a rectangle. So we need to find the area of A and B, add those together, and we have the total area of that composite figure. So I labeled them A and B to keep everything organized here. So let's start with A. So I'm going to put an A over here, and our formula for the area of a triangle, area equals base times height divided by 2. Now you may use 1/2 times base times height for the area of the triangle. That will give you the same answer. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2. So let's plug in. Area equals the base of A right here is 7 feet times the height 3 feet and divide by 2. So that gives us 21 divided by 2. So area equals 10.5 square feet. So now we need to do B. So area of a rectangle, length times width. Let's plug in. Our length is 7 feet times width of 3 feet. Now if you did 3 times 7, that would give you the same answer, so don't get caught up on the length and width there. Area equals 21 square feet. So now that we have the area of A and B, we need to add those together for the total area of the composite figure. So I'm going to come up here. Area is going to equal that 10.5 square feet plus the 21 square feet. So let's add those together. 10.5 plus 21 is going to give us 31.5 square feet. So that's the total area for number one. So let's move to number two here. Again, we need to separate into simpler shapes. So let's cut this shape right here. That way we have a triangle and a rectangle. We'll call the rectangle A and the triangle B. It doesn't really matter which one you name A or B or what you name them, as long as you're organized, and it will all work out in the end to give you the same answer. So let's find the area of A first. So formula for rectangle, length times width. So let's plug in. Length, I'm going to use, don't use the 15 feet. The 15 feet goes all the way across. We just want this 10 feet here. So 10 times 4. And the area is going to be 40 square feet for the rectangle. So let's do the triangle B. Area equals base times height divided by 2. So let's plug in. So we need this base here. It's not going to be 15. 15 goes all the way across. So we need to do some thinking here to figure out what that's going to be. So it goes all the way across 15. So we need just this section here. So we need to use what we have. We have a 10 here. So 10 plus what will give us that full 15, we can think of it as. So this is actually going to be 5 feet. So 5 times the height, which isn't labeled, but we can look over here at our 4. So the height is 4. And we divide by 2 since it's a triangle. And that's going to give us 20 divided by 2. So 20 divided by 2 is going to give us a total area of 10 square feet. So now that we have the area for A and B, add them together for the total area of the composite figure. So I'm running out of room here, so I'll go to the middle bottom of the screen here. So area equals 40 square feet plus 10 square feet, and that's going to give us a total area of 50 square feet. So again, added part A and B together for the total area of that composite figure. So I hope that helped. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, peace.
Okay, now this time, let's try some word problem. We have Jerry was hired to paint the front of a neighbor shed. Using the illustration below for dimension, how many square feet of paint does he need? Now this time, of course, when we are dealing about problem solving, the first thing that we need to do is we need to understand the problem by asking what is asked in the problem and what are given. Oh, let's start with what is asked. For this word problem, we are asked to find how many square paint does Jerry need. And for letter B, we're going to find what is given. And for this one, we have the illustration on the right. As what you can see, we have 4 feet for the height of our triangle. By the way, this one is triangle. 7.5 feet for the height of our rectangle. And 6 feet for the width of our rectangle. Now, let's plan. Find how many square feet of paint Jerry needs. We need to find the total area of this figure. And in this figure, we have one triangle and one rectangle. So this composite figure is composed of a triangle and a rectangle. To find its total square feet, we need to add, or we need to solve what will be the area for our triangle and what will be the area of our rectangle, and sum it up to find the total square feet of paint Jerry will be needed. And this time, let us solve now the problem. The first thing that we are going to do is we're going to find the area of the triangle, and after that one, we will going to find the area of the rectangle. Let's start with the triangle. For our triangle, to find the area of a triangle, we use the formula area is equal to base times height divided by 2. Or we can also use area is equal to 1/2 times base times height. Any of the two formulas will do. Now this time, let us substitute the following. For our base, the base of our triangle, this is the base, and it's equal to the width of our rectangle, which is 6. And for our height, the height of our triangle here is 4. So 6 times 4, that is 24. 24 divided by 2, that the area as 12 feet squared. So we're done with the area of a triangle. This time, let's proceed to the area of the rectangle. In solving the area of our rectangle, we use the formula. Area is equal to length times width. Wherein for the length, that is 7.5, and for the width, that is 6. So 7.5 times 6, we get the answer of 45 square feet. And to find the total area of this composite figure, we're going to add area 1 is area 2. For area 1, we have 12. For our area 2, we have 45. So 12 plus 45, total square feet is 57 square feet. So it means to say, Jerry will be needing 57 square feet of paint to paint this shed. Okay, this time let's proceed to our second example. We have here Jed has a math problem and he needs to solve it in order for him to get the group prize. Let us help Jed find the area of the figure given below. Note, these measurements are in meters. So we have here 5 meters for this side of our square. The other side is also 5 meters and the total length is 17 meters. Let us understand the problem. We have what asked. For this problem, we are asked to find the area of this figure. And the given for this one, we have 5 meters for the side of the square and 7 meters for the total length. Now let's plan. To find the total area of this figure, all we have to do is we're going to find the area of our square and the area of our two triangles here. And this time, let us now solve the problem. Let us have area of our triangle and area of our square. For the area of our triangle, we have here, we have area is equals to base times height divided by 2. We're in for our base. The base for this triangle is, of course, this one is 5. And why is it that we have here 6 for its height? We have 6, it's because for the total length here, 17 meters. And for this one, for this area, we have 5 meters. Okay, so it's because all of the sides of the square are equal. So if this side is 5 meters, this side is also 5 meters, this side is also 5 meters, and this side is also 5 meters. Now, if this one is 5 meters, now what is the measurement of these two lines here? Okay, and these two lines represent the height of our triangle. Okay, so for this one, if we were going to subtract 5 to 17, that gives us 12. And if we're going to divide 12 by 2, so we have 6. So it means to say that this side is 6 meter. This side is also 6 meter. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 6 gives us a total length which is 17 meters. So we already find out that the height of our triangle is 6 meters. So that's why we have 5 for the base and 6 for the height. So 5 times 6, that is 30. 30 divided by 2, that is 15. Okay, 15, it's because if we were going to, we have here 15, 5 times 6, 5 times 6, that is 30. 30 divided by 2 is 15. So we have here 15 meters squared. We have here 30 meters squared since we have two triangles here. All right, so just add 15 meters squared plus 15 meters squared. So we got a total as 30 meter squared. Now this time, let's proceed for our area of a square. The area of a square, we have a formula which is area is equal to side times side, or S raised to the power of 2. Okay, so if we're going to substitute, we have for our side, we have 5. So 5 times 5 gives us the answer of 25. Correct. Very good, grade 6. So 5 times 5, we have 25. Now, so this is the area of our square. This is the area of our triangle. And to find the total area of this composite figure, all we have to do is to add area of our triangle and area of our square. Therefore, we get a total of 30 plus 25. The total area of this figure is 55 meter squared. So, very good, grade 6. We were able to help Jed solve his math problem. And of course, I'm sure Jed was able to get the group prize. Now, for more activities, let's proceed to our next folder for our activity for today. Thank you so much for listening. God bless and see you next time.